guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. PP likes books. Oh my god, it's like focusing in, I don't need it to be that focused. Now, if you don't know, I am reviewing every book that I read or am reading for 2017. So I'm kind of going back and I'm doing like these 2-minute reviews of all the books I've already read because I've read like 5 books already. So today, boys and girls, well, this hour because I'm doing like one an hour, I am reviewing All the Missing Girls by Miranda. I was really excited to read this book. So if you don't know, I kind of give ratings based on like percentages, like as if we're in school, in high school again, and like what you would get, and I always got D's and F's, so true story. But anyway, well, in English, I always got A's and B's because I love to read and English was my thing, right? What else do we get? A's and Pee-Pee's like, I'm smart, I get A's in all my classes. Oh Lord, I don't need all that. But anyway, so I was really excited to read this. A part of it for me is that I'm totally sold on covers of books, and I absolutely love the cover of this book. And if you can see, there's a Ferris wheel in it. And in my book, The Before, Now, and After Them by Peter Mon, linked below, there's a Ferris wheel in there too. But anyway, I'm going to read you guys what this story is about. It says, it's a really long intro, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. Like the spellbinding psychological suspense in The Girl on the Train and Luckiest Girl Alive, Miranda's novel is a nail-biting, breathtaking story about the disappearance of 2 young women a decade apart, told in reverse. Okay, so like, you know how like 2 years ago, every book was like Gone Girl, and then last year, every book was like The Girl on the Train? This book is nothing like The Girl on the Train, okay? Absolutely nothing like it. So if you're reading it because you like The Girl on the Train, don't, because it has nothing to do with that. It does remind me a lot of The Morning Hours by Paula Trek de Board, and it also reminds me a lot of, I can't remember what it's called, but I did a review of it by Stuart Onan. That's what a huge impact it had on me. But anyway, and he's one of my favorite writers. Anyway, a decade apart, told in reverse. It's been 10 years since Nicolette Farrell left her rural hometown after her best friend Corinne disappeared from Cooley Ridge without a trace. Back again to tie up loose ends and care for her ailing father, Nick is soon plunged into a shocking drama that reawakens Corinne's case and breaks open old wounds long since stitched. The decade-old investigation focused on Nick, her brother Daniel, boyfriend Tyler, and Corinne's boyfriend Jackson. Since then, only Nick has left Cooley Ridge. Daniel was like, okay, so anyway, the whole thing is told from day 15 to day 1. I listened to it on Audible. It literally took me 4 hours. I was so confused, okay? I was so confused by how the book was written. So my first complaint, my first con about the book would be, and I don't have many, like, if it weren't for this one thing, I may have given, okay, so I rated the book a 4. I probably would give it like an 81%. I mean, it was a good mystery, but it wasn't like I would go out and tell everybody that they needed to read this book. Like I did the Girl in the Red Coat and The Girl on the Train. And in fact, more people I told The Girl in the Red Coat. I was just blown away by that book by Kate Hamer. This book I gave like an 81%. It was well done. It was like well put together. But the thing is that it was told in reverse. And she wouldn't say like day 15, day 14, day 13. She would do like day 15, one day before. It was so confusing, you guys, listening to it on Audible. And maybe it would have made more sense had I read it. But I was so confused when I was listening to it. And then like events would occur and then I didn't understand it, okay? I was very confused. When I'm reading a mystery, like I'm already trying to figure out the mystery. I don't need to figure out the writing as well. Like you don't need to do that, okay? This isn't great literature, it's a mystery. You need to just write the mystery. She is a phenomenal mystery writer. She did an excellent job weaving together the story, telling the voices of the characters. I fell in love with these characters. I actually really like Jackson, the best friend of Corinne. I don't know why. Nick, the main character, kind of got on my nerves a little bit. Her fiance that's in and out of the story, I didn't really care about him a whole lot either. Tyler, the boyfriend from high school, I mean, you want to talk about having a crush on a character? I have not had a crush on a character in so long until I read Tyler and All the Missing Girls. So, to be able to portray somebody in a way that you have a crush on them is, I think, kind of a cool thing, right? And this is not like erotica, so get over it. But anyway, it wasn't like the world's greatest mystery in the whole entire world, but I will say this, I had no clue how it was gonna end. Like, I kind of saw like it was going in a certain direction, but like when you find out at the end, like what really goes down, Well, first of all, there's two mysteries. There's a mystery of the life of Nick. Like, what is she gonna do with her life? Which, to be honest, between you and I was more interested in that than I was in that what happened to this Corinne. And the girl's name, this is what's so funny. I can't remember, oh, shoot. I said this, I kind of talked about it in another video that I did, but like, Maureen, but the character in Scream, the mother, Maureen Prescott, this is Corrine Prescott. And so it's like, I almost kind of wondered, like, pop culture wise, if it had affected her that way at all from the movie Scream. Like, was this a pop cultural reference? I don't know. I don't love the name Corinne or Corrine. If that's her name, I'm sorry, but it's just not my favorite name. Anyway, nor is Misty, but I probably wouldn't. I might put Misty as the name in a book. I don't know. I think it's funny, this is totally on a different tangent, but I think it's funny, the names that authors pick for writers. And one of the things I cannot stand is when authors pick names that I cannot pronounce. Like, that just wears me out. I sometimes won't even read a book. Like, if I open it and the name is something like I can't figure out how to read, like I don't read it. And then I hate when you're like reading a book and like all these years, you like think it's a certain way and then it's like, I don't know, it's pronounced, like it's Anna, it looks like Anna in the book, and then everybody pronounces it Anna, and you're like, oh, it's Anna, it's not Anna. Like, what? Like, I'm so confused. I actually know somebody like that in real life, and she's very sweet, but it's taken me literally almost a year to get to know that she's Anna, not Anna. So anyway, her mother watches my videos. Bad girl, bad girl. Anyway, the mystery is very interesting. The direction that it goes, I'm kind of leaving a lot out right now because you guys know that all my videos are spoiler free. If you are a mystery writer that likes, or mystery reader that likes disappearance stories and things like that, I definitely would suggest this book. It's a quick read. The mystery itself is so intriguing and interesting that I would read another Miranda book for the mystery. If she's gonna do all of this song and dance about trying to figure out what day it is, I can't be bothered. Like, I'm so confused by it, right? And for that reason, I gave it an 81%. Had that part been out of it and she just told it straight off, like how it went, which there was really no purpose served by that. I mean, I'm just being honest with you from my point of view. Somebody else may see it a different way, but it didn't seem like it served any kind of purpose to me. It didn't make it more suspenseful. In fact, it made it more confusing and probably less suspenseful. Had that not been in there and she had just told us the mystery straight out, I probably would have given it a 91 or a 92%, and I probably would recommend it to people. But, you know, it's different than one of these literary mysteries that I think that of today's time, like The Girl in the Train, like The Girl in the Red Coat, like Gone Girl, like Sharp Objects, those books. It's different than that. I mean, it is basically a pulp mystery. It really is. A lot of people love that. My friend Tanya whips through them like nobody's business. She buys like 10 of them a week. I had her read this book. She thought it was fantastic. She was like, oh my God, I love that book. So, you know, if you really like mysteries, you'll love this book. But that's just my 2 cents. So anyway, 81, 82%. I'll just say, I'll run it up and give it an 82%. I mean, maybe even an 84%. The characters were really enjoyable to read. And in fact, if she did a follow-up, because I don't want to tell you how the book ends, but the ending of the book and what Nicolette decides about her life is more intriguing to me than the mystery ever would be. So anyway, I love you guys. Follow me on all my social media. It's listed below. And like I said before, I'm reviewing every book for 2017 that I read, and I hope that you do too. Bye.